I am delighted to be here, and I'm particularly delighted to be here on this occasion. Despite the striking fact that most of the scientists that the world has ever known are alive and working today, still far outstrip our collective comprehension. No man can fully grasp how far and how fast we have come, but condense 50,000 years of history in a time span of but a half a century. In these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years. Then about 10 years ago, man emerged from his cave to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write. And then, less than 2 months ago, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Last month, electric lights, telephones, automobiles, and airplanes became available. And now, if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And no nation which expects to be the leader of other nations can expect to stay behind in this race for space. We mean to be a part of it. We mean to lead it. For the eyes of the world now look into space, to the moon, and to the planets beyond. And we have vowed that we shall not see it governed by a hostile flag, but by a banner of freedom and peace. We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained and new rights to be won for the progress of all people. For space science and all technology has no conscience of its own. Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept and one we intend to win. And finally, the space effort itself has already created a great number of new companies and tens of thousands of new jobs. Your city of Houston will become the heart of a large scientific and engineering community. And I am delighted that this university is playing a part in putting a man on the moon as part of a great national effort of the United States.